Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Holmåkra. We are going to be finishing off what we started last week today. After we got, half of our trailer filled and we got a few logs and spits kicking around over here. We're going to collect these up, get these loaded up and get them down to our sawmill. We're getting closer and closer to the big sell-off in, I think it's sort of June, July time. We want to get all of this wood loaded up and ready for that, so that we can bring in a whole load of cash and, try and process a load of this over there and move forward really with everything. I'm trying to figure out the best way for us to move forward as well as far as selling things. Even with a nice big truck we've got here with Phoenix and everything, it still takes forever to get stuff from the sawmill and from the wood drying board factory over to the actual sell point. And yes, we're not doing it very often, but it is such a long trek when we do it. So it may be one of those things where we go, right, this is the episode we are going to devote to loading stuff up and getting stuff over there, because I don't think really there's any other way of doing it, other than possibly getting auto drive set up and setting it so that when we want to sell stuff, we get the truck to auto drive over there and then we can get on with stuff, because it is such a long trek and such a long piece of work to get stuff over there, that I really think it might be worth doing it that way. We're maybe getting our own transport truck. The other way of doing it, of course, is just doing the direct sell. So setting the dry boards to just straight up sell as soon as they get ready. We have discussed this before and we have worked out that that is a big loss of income doing it that way. I mean, we lose about 40%, I think, of the value of a given set of wood doing that. So it's not ideal by any stretch, but considering the amount of work it is to get stuff from the factory over to the other side of the map, and there being no real good route to do it, it's a case of not sure exactly what the best choice is. This is a huge amount of wood we're getting onto this trailer at the moment. It's about 4 or 5 trees, I think, that we got on here, with the last set being really tall. And yeah, trying to get them all to sit in the right place with our setup as it is. Oh, there we go. Managed to roll that over. Yeah, this is not the best tractor for this anymore. It is still a great all-rounder. I mean, this Fiat Agri has been so useful on here in getting us started, and it's such a great all-rounder. But the reach of its front loader is beginning to show with this trailer. We can get stuff on here, but it's not always the prettiest of things when we do. What is the length of this piece? I think there's a reason why I left this piece until fairly last. Yeah, this is not a big piece of wood. We want to shove it all on here, and we want to get everything on this trailer. I think we can probably get another tree or 2 on here as well. So we're going to grab that, or we're going to cut something more down today to try and do that. We are still trying to create this roadway. So as I was saying last time, what we want to do is access the trees and on the flatter areas further up. So the idea is to head up here. We create a roadway through here, so this tree needs to go. Probably a few of these need to go as well, and try and get it up to this level up here. It's quite a way we're trying to get to, but you can see we're right in the heart of the area that we can then harvest, and it's so much less steep up here to get these trees right up to the boundary at the top here. So if we can get up here and get access to more of this woodland and open this up a bit, it's going to make things a lot easier for us in the long run. And we'll end up probably just dragging trees back down here. But it does require us to have a decent roadway up here, which we do not have at the moment, especially with this piece of kit. Now, we could get, there's some expensive kit we could get to do this and get moving forward. The alternative is to look for another area to do this in and to do our cutting in. I thought I still had a log in here somewhere. Apparently not. Right, okay. So we need to cut the next tree down and get it pulled down from here. Go through the middle here. And so the next lot really are going to be sort of that one here and this one here, I think. So let's see if we can cut these in such a way that they fall in the direction we want to drag them. So this one down like this, and just about. That will sort of settle a little bit, and then this one here is this one's gonna be more difficult because, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut it at an angle, and it may or may not fall the direction I want it to. So now I'm going to just take that slice off there like that, and hopefully that will move it enough. Nope, we're going to just have to drag it down. Right, so that means chain at the bottom. And winching the trees down and out into somewhere where we can do something with them. Oh, I love this winch. This is probably my favorite thing I've got on here at the moment is this winch. And you just line it up here. We come here. So, yeah, we got on the FarmCatGR, we got a lot of remaining rope. And it goes quite a way. I mean, we could pull stuff right from up here all the way down. What we're going to do is attach it to here. So attach it to there, and then we're going to attach it to there as well. That should bring that down, and should mean that we can now just pull this all the way down the slope. And then when we get to the bottom and we get to where we want, we can just reel it in and cut it, and it just makes the job so much easier. So let's reel it in. Here we go. Finally worked out. Left shift and Z pulls it in, and yeah, it's on a very long rope, but it will eventually get here. And with this one pulled in, what I want to do is release this. So we will release that there, which releases the whole thing, but I still want to pull the second one up the side. So we'll attach that there and then do the same thing again. So shift and Z, and in comes the chain, just to line these two up, and then for me to easily be able to get them cut. So there we are, and release that chain. And now we're going to strip these out and get them cut into 8-meter lengths. And there we go. That's both of those cleared. These trees are about the same length, which is pretty good. So mark the first bit, and 8 meters is there. Cut. Yeah, these are not very big trees though. We have definitely had bigger trees than that recently. 8 meters is there, and that just takes the end off. Let's get that. There we go. 0 meters, and then 8 meters this way. If we can get it on it. Yep, there we are. And then same again, reset it, and 8 meters this way too. And again, I fully expect top to disappear. So 4 more logs for our trailer on that for us to load up. Spin it around. Oh, it's so bumpy, this area. This is why I want to rework this and get it more along the lines of what I was expecting. I've got some really weird goings on with front loaders at the moment. So in the case of this tractor, I cannot control the quickie front loader unless I have it selected. It doesn't go up and down. It's partly because the touch front is attached to the back, so it doesn't know which one to do. But I can switch between different cameras with ease. Whereas on other stuff, I'm having a different problem. If I don't have the tractor selected and I switch, the camera just doesn't start to turn. It just locks the camera, which is really weird. So yeah, there's lots of different things happening with different pieces of equipment at the moment that just don't seem to make a whole lot of sense. Let's come in here, grab this bit like so, and get that loaded up. I think we might take this down after this. We've got a lot of cleanup to do up here as well, and this trailer is getting fairly full. And this is probably going to fill our sawmill as well, I think. There's a lot of wood on here, and I don't want to have it that we get there and the sawmill isn't able to take everything that we've got. Much better to take a slightly less full trailer first couple of times and check out exactly how well that works. So into here, grab this. Oh, come on. Back it up. There we are. And back onto it, grab it, and there we go. I am very much looking forward to the Platinum expansion later in the year. The map that comes with that is just looking amazing. Silver on Forest, I think, is going to be an awesome logging map, and I'm looking forward to trying it. I'm looking forward to trying all the new equipment. Our main aim, I think, on Forestry Friday up to that point is for us to earn enough cash and income to take our logging over there and take, basically to sell up from here at that point and head over there. I was talking the last couple of weeks about the possibility of moving maps. As I was talking about actually earlier in this video, it's the difficulty of this map is the thing that's really making me and about that. That's not to say we aren't making progress. I mean, look at the size of our logging trailer and the nice big truck we've got, and the fact that we have grabbed a whole load of equipment on lease to buy last time to help us sort of keep things moving. But at the same time, I want to make sure that we are not making this too hard for us to do. Right, let's stop that there, because yes, that is quite a full trailer of wood. And I discovered this last time. The easiest way to strap this trailer down, get on top of it, and then we get all of the straps very easily turning up. And yeah, we can get the Phoenix moving and get these down to our sawmill and get them processed. I mean, this is an impressive trailer. It looks so much bigger, or it is so much bigger than it looks when you first go to pick it up at the shop. Now, I think roadway wise, we want to be putting our exit up the far end here. I'm probably getting a nice, yeah, flat entrance up here. It's a bit of a long way round, but we do own that whole section down there, and would make a good area for us to do. Right, let's get these logs down to the sawmill and see exactly how much we've got on the back of this trailer. It's quite a nice journey down here. It is a little bit hairy in places, particularly down this road here, and I think this is probably my issue with the map overall, is that it is so steep to get anywhere. You need so much power to get equipment up and down here and round, to the point where I think we need to look at the engine size on our Phoenix here, see if we can get it upgraded and increased, because it is just such a slog to get anything anywhere, and we kind of want to be making things a little bit easier on ourselves, especially having a piece of equipment this large. So we might have a look. We've got nearly 40 hours on this truck, and I think at some point we probably will end up with a second truck. Now this is our first really big haul of logs down here, so let's pull this in and we'll disconnect all the straps and then deliver it. It has taken all of it, 24,000 liters of wood that it's very, very quickly now working with. Now, what do we have going through here at the moment? I don't know what we're processing on this. And the access to this is down this end here. Here we are. So, are we back to... Yeah, we are back to creating boards of all different types to go through and do on there. What I think might be worth doing... Well, I was going to say what I think might be worth doing is starting to load planks up on here. But if we get a great demand again, I don't want to then have to unload everything to get it going. But there's a lot of money's worth of planks here, and it is getting actually quite busy over here. We are not too far though from selling time. We're in April at the moment, and all of our planks are a good price in about July time. So we're looking for 1,650 as a target price, and so July is a little way off. We've got May, June. Yeah, we're about 3 episodes off doing a massive sell-off, and I've just sort of got boards sitting in the shed, blocked by this one, so that we can eventually just load boards up onto the trailer here. It's gonna be a massive sell-off, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the amount of money that we're gonna earn at that point. Until then, we just need to keep feeding our factories and keep the money coming in there, because it's so very much going to be worth it. I mean, I could have tried buying... I don't know how much the land was around this, and whether that would have been a better choice early on. But 485,000 for that. Whereas what we bought was 147,000. So we had some money left over to actually do stuff with. There's not many areas on the flatter stuff at the bottom here that that are affordable. That's the other one, is 16, is 222. Yeah, so this was the most affordable area we could get. But you can see what I was talking about last time. It's the fact that there's only one route that really is available to us. And that is going all the way around here. And this here is all uphill right the way round to about there. And then it's downhill from that point. It's a pity we can't use this road round here, which I think would be a much lower road. But I think it's blocked off. I think we're unable to go that way. We'll just take the truck this way. And I have looked at this before. I'm fairly sure. But that's quite the tease. Yeah, there we go. Road is closed up ahead. So yeah, it's quite the tease. Having that road marked on the map where you can go round. Whoa. Oh, there's a river here. But not being able to do it. Back up to our logging camp, and we'll go in the dropped bit here. That works really well as an entrance. And then we could, just put a roadway along here until we widen things out a little bit. There's another couple of places. I think conceivably we could put a roadway in here. And that would work as well. So there's a couple of places where we could do stuff. Let's turn our trailer off. I think what we want to do now is clear some of these stumps out of the way. See if maybe we can start building this road a little bit. So just going to lift this up here. And then what we'll do is run over here. And so this is my new idea for this. Is we attach this to the front. We do have a front PTO on here. And when we want to get rid of stumps then, we can just grab this on the front. And just go in front ways to get rid of them. Yeah. So up here. Now, I don't know with the clearance on the front here whether this is going to work all that well. It's not too bad. What I do need to do is actually find the stumps. So we've got one over here. And this is a little bit less well targeted, I think. But there we go. And over. Yeah, and we don't even have to lower it, which is great. Just means that we drive up to them, get rid of them, and we don't end up trying to cultivate the ground beneath. There's such a really easy way of doing this. Although we do have issues with clearance to a certain extent. But that's kind of expected. But this is where the problem comes in. And this is why we need the road. Because we don't have the clearance here. And because it gets very difficult to get this up an area like this, we have to try and sort of get on here sideways. But even then, you can see it's not the easiest of things. Get this on the slope at all is just difficult. So we need a roadway up here. Let's see if we can't do a little bit of work to get that going that way. So we want to smooth this bit out here, and then we want to try and get a level area coming down off here that we can just drive up. Now there is a piece of functionality that should work for. So into here and into construction, we want landscaping. And the first thing I want to do is smooth things out down the bottom. So we'll increase the size of this and then sort of smooth that area here and smooth this bit here. Then we're looking at creating a road from the top up here down through here. So I'm going to take this here and mark the top end of my slope as being about here-ish. Down. Whoa. Okay, we need to smooth that back down. Might actually work quite well. Especially if we can smooth it out down here. And and sort of start to level things out a bit. How's that? Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. That's not too bad, actually, for a start. We've got, the trouble is we've got these bits here. We may have to get a slightly different bit to do the actual stump grinding, because I think the one we've got isn't quite going to work. So, I want to move myself out the way. We'll try this again and see if we can get a nice roadway up here. So the idea is we start about... Okay, we'll set our target height of about there. The idea being that we can then bring the road out here a bit. And yeah, just sort of smooth that out coming out of here, bring it up and try and meet that, and then we'll grab the smoothing tool and try and smooth this edge out a little bit so it's not quite so extreme. And then here we need to sort of set our target height of there. No, set our target height of... this is where it gets difficult. We need to smooth that area down. And sort of bring this in here a bit. Like that. And then smooth this all off to try and even things out a little bit. And then bring this out here. There we are. So that then should work fairly well on there, I think. Smooth the edge of this a little bit and see what we've got. Look at that. That I am happy with. It's not perfect. It's still a little bumpy in places, but we should be able to run the smoothing tool over that and get that running a little bit better. But certainly we've got the start of a road running up the side of the mountain here. Let's go back into here, and as I said, we need to smooth things out a little bit. We'll go with a wider area and just run that over this to try and give us a little bit of a smoother way there. And this overall will be, but we need now to get our stump grinder up here, clear up this stump and these stumps here, and then we're starting to get up to an area where things open up a little bit. And yeah, that's really cool. Actually, that's a better road up here than most of the roads up this mountain. And look, our tractor does not have an issue getting up here. Brilliant. Let's start that up, and we can now get rid of these stumps as we go through, hopefully. No, it's not having any of that. This is where I think we need a new stump grinder. I think this one isn't quite up to the task. Unless, can we put it on the back? I'm being a little bit funny in that I want to get it on the front and want to run it like this. But it may be that our front 3-point linkage just isn't up to doing this. But we need to lower it first. Right. I'll detach the PTO. There we go. Right. We'll drop the touch-a-phone off the back. Like that. There we go. And then we'll attach this onto the back of here and see if that works better for us. See if it lifts it a little bit higher. Because this was how we originally had everything attached. Yeah, that has gone a bit higher, so that's good. And then we'll just reverse up here. But so much better. But once we got rid of these stumps, then we'll be in a position where we can smooth the rest of this road off up here. And then we can smooth the rest of this roadway out and start on the second section of it, which is a little bit further up here. But that will then allow us access deeper into this area. We can now get the smooth tool on here. And we want to start smoothing out this area here. Make it easier to get up. It gets a little bit difficult in places because of the trees. And that's why sometimes we find that we've got bits that can't be smooth. I do like this ramp making function. It works really well most of the time. It wouldn't be sort of a makeshift roadway if we didn't have a few lumps and bumps in it. Right, how does that look? Let's go and have a walk up the roadway and check it. So fairly decent. Yeah, a little bit bumpy in places, but in general, that I like. Right, so what I want to do now is again step out the way. We will come into here, landscaping and painting now, and I want to put forest ground. Could go forest ground or dirt. Let's go dirt initially. Change the shape of that. Go a little bit larger. And then we can just sort of bring a roadway up here like so. We might put some forest ground in the middle of it, but that will yeah, that will run quite well as a roadway up there. Widen it a little bit. There we go. Right, how's that look? That is looking pretty cool. I'm liking that a lot. So, last test. Can I get my Phoenix up that roadway? Will that work? Oh, this might be awesome. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, as I said, a little bit lumpy and bumpy in places, possibly a little bit more smoothing to do. But I built a road. Or at least the starts of a road, because we get up to here and yeah, there's lots more trees for us to get down and out the way before we can get up higher. But certainly this is now making inroads into our forest. And giving us the chance to go and harvest trees from further up this side. Oh, gotta be careful not to fall off the bottom of this ramp, though. All in all, that makes me very, very happy, I think. And yeah, I would say that's a good day's work. It's a little bit shorter than normal, but We've achieved something today, and I'm happy with that. And so, without sort of stringing things out too much further, I think we're going to finish with our roadway front and center. So there we go. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this a good start? What do you think to the roadway we've started building up here? But I'm going to leave this here for today. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.